Greetings, children of the screen. Your friendly neighborhood nerds come here, and it is new comic book day once again. And that means it's time for my first 5 video, where I go through the first 5 comic books out of my pull list that I read this week. They're not necessarily the best 5 comics out of my pull list, but they're just the first 5 that excited me the most, or the first 5 that I couldn't wait to get into. So, without any further ado, let's do that. So obviously, guys, first on the list this week is Doomsday Clock number 2. This book was pretty cool. I was super excited for it, like everybody else, just could not wait for it. The artwork in it is fantastic, the writing is really solid, there are a lot of really awesome, enjoyable things. We get to see some stuff involving Batman this time around that kind of gives me the indication that this book takes place after the events of Dark Knight's Metal, and in my personal opinion, I feel that the timeline of Watchmen is, or not Watchmen, but Doomsday Clock itself, is probably something closer to what the DC Universe will be like when this book reaches its issue 12, because as we see the the DC Universe in this book, it doesn't really reflect the way that it's been portrayed in the normal comics. But there is one thing in this book that really frickin' bothered me, but it kind of just like points to all the issues I had when this book was announced, but again, I trust Jeff Johns, and it's kind of a cliffhanger-y thing, so I will see how it pans out in the next issue. However, with that, I'm going to give this book this week, let's say, 3 ticks towards midnight out of 5. So next on the list is Hawkman Found from the Dark Knight's Metal line. This book, again, really awesome. I couldn't wait to get a hold of it. The artwork is phenomenal. It is really solid. It has a very interesting style to it. However, with a lot of the books kind of in that Dark Knight Metal line, not a lot of them, but a couple of them, like, while this is a really entertaining book and it is really cool, it doesn't actually give you that much extra information. As far as the Dark Knight story goes, or like as far as the Metal story goes. Maybe once we start jumping into the stuff from the Dark Multiverse, it'll matter a little bit more, is what I'm thinking. But still, it is a solid book itself. However, I'm going to give this 3 out of 5 Bat Metal Fist, and we're moving on. Alright, guys, so next we have got, oh my god, Action Comics 994. The second issue of Action Comics with Booster Gold. I am such a basic bitch when it comes to Booster Gold, I'm not even gonna lie. This book was awesome. There's a lot of fun stuff, but there's this one panel specifically that gives Booster Gold, depicts him as like a very it gives him layers. This one panel manages to bring so much to this interpretation of the character that I feel like is something that not like all people are aware of with him. He's a very surface character, but there's a lot going on underneath, and this book shows that very well, and because I'm such a basic bitch, this is going to get 4 out of 5 Booster Gold stars. So next is Teen Titans number 15. This is part 3. I had to double check that, sorry. Part 3 of the Super Sons of Tomorrow story arc. Once again, it is really awesome, as you can see from the cover here. We are getting to see some characters that we have not seen in DC since the Rebirth Initiative started, and some of them not since before New 52, so that's really cool. I'm not all caught up on all the New 52, some of it really sucks, so there might be some appearances that I missed. I don't know. All I know is it was awesome to see them in here. This story arc, kind of like with the Booster Gold, I'm just kind of a basic bitch for time travel too, and this has got me. Basically, this is the story of a Tim Drake Batman from the future coming back to kill Superboy because of something horrible that he does, create some kind of like huge explosion and like an apocalyptic level event of some kind in the future. All in all, it's pretty awesome. I'm going to give this one 3.5 out of 5. Super Sunny Crest things. I know I said I was going to work on something for this book. I lied. I didn't do it. So then, for the last entry this week, we have got The Amazing Spider-Man number 793, which is part 4? I keep getting this part wrong this week. Yeah, part 4 of the Venom Inc. storyline. Again, it continues kind of the same way it's been. Like, this is a really enjoyable book that I'm having a lot of fun with. There's a few little things here and there that are kind of weird, or like some of the dialogue's a little off. This particular issue deals with Spider-Man having been infected with the Venom symbiote from Mayhem, I think is what he's calling himself, and kind of like going out trying to prove that he's a bad guy to the Daily Bugle and stuff like that to get headlines and for a bigger plan. And while it wasn't as good as some of the previous issues, it was still really solid, and I'm still really interested to see where it'll go in the next couple of issues. All in all, I would give this one, 3 Venom symbiotes screeching due to a sonic blast and some flames, or something like that. Anyway, it was pretty fun, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Later this week, I'm going to have my video out, a quick thought video, where I talk about the Kamundi Challenge now that the final issue has come out. I'm going to kind of talk about that issue, as well as what I thought of the overall series, and if I think you should check it out. That video should be coming out Friday, and then on Sunday, I will have a video out reviewing a full comic book. It will either be Batman Creature of the Night #2, or maybe Doomsday Clock #2. Why don't you guys let me know down in the comments which one you would prefer. And again, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please leave it a like, and share it with some friends. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe, because starting in the new year, I'm going to have a lineup of some really cool stuff coming out, and you wouldn't want to miss that. Once again, thank you very much. Nerd Scum, out.